Guys, big breaking news coming out. New York City is just a day away from electing its next mayor. And Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist on his party's hard left, is still leading the polls by a distance. It's mind blowing that we are seeing a repeat of Barack 2007 and 2008. You guys already know Barack came with all these ideas and dream, and change has come to America. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And then people just started following this movement. And we had 8 years of man. But we are definitely seeing a 2.0 Barack. All right. So I do believe that there's going to be a lot of things that's going to come to the Big Apple for possibly maybe 5 or 10 years under Mamdani. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support this channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Guys, thank you so much for the Cash App. Cup of coffee a day. It truly helps out. I got the big size too. I truly need it, guys. So working 3 jobs nowadays. That's how tough it is. Everybody's working extra, multiple jobs to keep up with the, putting food on the table, rent, and all that type of stuff. Cost of living is out of control. Now imagine this dude becoming mayor for New York. Oh my goodness. Well, Louis, we're gonna get free bus rides. Here's the thing. Nothing in this world is free. Someone is going to pay that bus ride for you. And the rich, they packing their bag. They saying, bye. We're going to Florida. We're going to Texas. We're not going to be paying people stuff like that. We pay high taxes already. It says here the real clear polling average of polls puts Mamdani's advantage at plus 14.7 points over his nearest rival, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Now, Andrew Cuomo is an independent now, from Democrat to independent, and that's going to hurt him. That's really going to hurt Andrew Cuomo. I do believe Mamdani will become mayor. So New Yorkers are choosing between Mamdani Cuomo, who is running as an independent after losing the Democratic primary. Now, it says here, and Republican nominee Curtis Sliwa to lead America's largest city. I don't understand why New York still go for blue. It's just really sad. It's mind-blowing. And I used to live up there in New Jersey. I lived in New York not for too long. But again, I can't live in those states. I just can't. Under their policy, it's just brutal. I live in the state of Florida, and my goodness, it's a relief. Oh man, it's just a whole different world. Zohran is leading most of the polls by double digits heading into Election Day. Republican President Donald Trump says New York City federal funding is at risk if communist Mamdani wins. Early voting ended on Friday ahead of polling day on Tuesday, November 4th. More than 735,000 voters cast early ballots, historic for the Mayoral election, many of them younger New Yorkers. Current New York City Mayor Eric Adams, an independent former Democrat, endorsed Cuomo. Now, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, a New York Democrat, endorsed Mamdani. Again, socialists stick with socialists. I'm sorry, guys. Democrats supporting Mamdani. Okay, so let me just bring some of these updates here. Cuomo calls race tight despite Mamdani's lead in polls, downplays 2021 harassment allegations. Speaking on La Mega, I haven't heard that name in a while. La Mega se pega. Oh man, I remember living up there in New Jersey, going to work early in the morning, getting my coffee and empanada. I used to listen to La Mega. Speaking on La Mega radio Monday morning, Andrew Cuomo insisted the New York City Mayoral race remains very high. So, again, Andrew Cuomo is in La Mega trying to gain possibly Hispanic votes. It says here the independent candidate remarks come despite most polls showing Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani with a double digits leading heading into election day. All right, so again, this is a close race. I doubt it. I think Mamdani is far ahead. I mean, it's a distance. Cuomo has continued to campaign aggressively, hoping to sway undecided voters in the final hours. Now, during the interview, Cuomo also dismissed the sexual harassment allegation that led to his 2021 resignation as purely political, and that's really messed up. If you guys understand these sexual harassment stuff, they did this to Trump. They do this to their opponent. I mean, it's just really messed up. It is. The independent Mayoral candidate also said that all cases against him have been dropped. There you go. It's been dropped because it's all baloney. They did that, and you know how many voters he lost because of that stunt? It's not right. President Donald Trump Cuomo endorsement sparked Mamdani rebuke. Now, I'm gonna skip this one here. So President Donald Trump endorsed Cuomo, even though Donald said he doesn't like Cuomo like that, but he'd rather vote for him than Socialist. No, he rather endorse Cuomo than a Socialist, Mamdani. So New York City Mayoral race highlights deep divide on gifted education and class size. Give me a second. Let's see what's going on here. So as New York City prepares to elect its next mayor, education, its largest budget item, has remained largely absent from the campaign spotlight. The exemption, gifted education, a contentious issue that has sparked sharp disagreement between the two frontrunners, Democrat Zohran and Independent Andrew Cuomo. Now, only a few fraction of the city's 900,000 public school students are enrolled in gifted programs, yet these gated classrooms have become a flashpoint for parents and policymakers. Mamdani wants to eliminate gifted programs for kindergarteners and delay identification until third grade. Now, citing equity concerns and flawed testing methods. Now, Cuomo, by contrast, support expanding access and increasing the number of seats for accelerated learners. So here's some more updates. New York City sees record early voting ahead of high stakes mayoral election. New York City has recorded its highest early voting turnout for a non-presidential election, with 735,317 check-ins over 9 days, according to the Board of Elections. Now, the surge marks a dramatic increase from 2021, when just under 170,000 voters cast early ballots in the general mayoral race. Brooklyn led the boroughs with 243,000 something early votes, followed by Manhattan with 212,000 and Queens with 166,000. The Bronx and Staten Island each saw more than 50,000. So they're really going out there and voting. And we got to get those free bus rides. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know why people buy into this free stuff. All this free stuff, free food, free bus ride, free this, free... again, that's how to get you. And, you know, there's that saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Meaning, I take care of you, you take care of me at the ballot. And but what they bring to the table is an abomination. So, again, many people are being deceived. I mean, like I said, I work 3 jobs. I mean, you know, I went to sleep at 3 in the morning. I was tired. I wake up early. And I have to do this, you know, almost 7 days a week. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to take care of your families and stuff. I don't rely on none of this free stuff. That's not me. That's not me. I don't need that. Again, I'm proud to go out and, you know, put on the boots and stuff like that. And look, I'm not trying to bash no one because there's a lot of people out there that need these things. But there's a great majority out there that is capable of lifting 80 pounds, but rather stay home and lift a PlayStation controller and try to, just stay with their mommy and stuff. The spike in participation reflects growing voter engagement as New Yorkers prepare to elect a new mayor. Democrat Zohran, Independent Andrew Cuomo, and Republican Curtis are vying to replace outgoing Mayor Eric Adams. Poll shows Mamdani maintaining a lead, though some indicate Cuomo is gaining ground. Voters will also decide on 6 ballot proposal and fill key cities offices, including public advocate, comptroller, borough, president's city council seats, and judges. Polls open Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. All right, so this is the latest update. Give me a second here. So you have Sliwa edges Cuomo among New York City voters poll shows. Very close. 21% to 17%. Mamdani, 63%. Sliwa, 21%. Cuomo, 17%. Yeah, like I said, I do believe that Zohran is going to win. And boy, oh boy, New York, when things hit the fan, again, those who went for Zohran, when things hit the fan, don't pack your stuff. Y'all stay there. Stay there. Again, if you decide to leave that political stuff out there too. Again, I believe that people make mistakes and stuff like that, but there's some people that know what they're doing. So we already talked about this one here with Trump. Anyway, guys, this is the updates. Once again, it's a close race. Supposedly, it's a close race, but again, Tuesday election's the big one. We're gonna find out who will become mayor. I guess Tuesday night or possibly Wednesday morning. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time later. Peace.